Hello there! If you happen to be hearing this, then congratulations! You have successfully become a part of our new establishment. Welcome to the Playtime family, new valued employee. We're glad you are here to dedicate your time and life to our establishment. You must feel honored. Well, new employees, let's jump right into business. In this training tape, we will be walking you through the basics of what you will be doing with your newfound job as a night guard. You may not be part of the excitement during the day, but you get the exciting possession of the night shift. Hey, lucky you. Now, let's take a look at a few things that will help you get familiar with your work environment. Such as your cameras. This wonderful device will allow you to check every camera around the building. Now, isn't that handy? You can keep your mind at ease by making sure there is nothing in the vent trying to get a hold of you. Haha, just kidding. We take our employee safety seriously. The doors. Now, just in case of an emergency, or if someone or something is after you, you have the ability to shut our top-of-the-line soundproof security doors. These doors are strong enough to make sure whatever is outside stays out there, so you have nothing to worry about. And lastly, we have the power. Since our owner wants to waste as little money as possible, he has implemented a power usage system where you only get a certain amount of power each night from our backup generator. But don't worry, I'm sure you'd have plenty of power to last the night, new employee. This concludes the end of the tape. Good luck, new employee, and remember, you are now a part of the Playtime family.
Hello there! So, you're the new night guard. It's a pleasure to speak with you. It's been a few months since we've had an employee working through the night shift for this place, even if people make up rumors about the place. But don't worry about that. I'm tasked by my boss to call you to tell you the basic rundown on what to do in this place. He also handed me this script to read for new employees, so let me just read this out. Okay. Hello, and welcome to your new summer job at Freddy's Fun Place, where kids and adults alike come to enjoy and meet the new faces of entertainment. Wow. Roberts Robotics is not responsible for damage to property or person that enters our establishment. It's your job to keep an eye on the area by watching the cameras around the place so equipment won't be damaged or stolen, as most of our equipment is very expensive, including the animatronics. So you must either close the vents or doors in case someone or something comes after you, and make sure to check the lights. You'll never know what could be out there, but don't use too much as it'll drain your power supply from our backup generator. I hope you find your new summer job. Always report to our staff if anything goes wrong. Signed by our boss, Robert Johnson. You get the gist of it. However, there's one important part they haven't mentioned to you. In case you don't know, the animatronics tend to walk around at night for an unknown reason. They're usually turned off manually, so I have no idea how this could even happen. I have requested the mechanics to check out the animatronics to see if there's anything wrong. Nothing has been brought back to me yet, but I believe it could just be some type of error in the system. So I highly doubt they will bring any harm to you or anything like that. There is also a music box at the prize corner that needs to be wound up. Apparently the music soothes the puppet to sleep. He will begin to move if there isn't any music playing, so it's best to just keep an eye on it. I have to go now. I will give you any updates if I get any info on what's been happening. Take care!
The year is 1997, spring. Robert has always had that same silly dream since he was young, to open his own restaurant chain. He would always talk about this big, grand dream of his, and our parents were always so proud of him. Well, I was the one that lingered in his shadow, always looked down upon. And this year, that stupid dream of his actually came true. He bought an old rundown building and fixed it up, called the place Fred Bear's Fun Place. He was always good with machines, built the animatronics all by himself. I always wished I was as good as him.
Give you a call to see how your first night went. Apologies for my absence this morning. I couldn't show up for a complicated reason. Apparently a child went missing in the establishment. They had to close down the restaurant for a few hours to investigate, but sadly they didn't find anything out of the ordinary, and to make this even stranger, when they went to check the security cams, all the footage from that day was deleted. I hope the kid will be okay. Anyways, I got the latest report from the mechanics. They said the programming is normal, but they're still trying to find the cause for their nighttime roaming. They also wanted me to tell you that there seems to be some strange glitch in the system. It seems to make Freddy and his friends more active as time goes on, so make sure to keep a close eye on the animatronics. They can wander around without knowing where to go. Foxy, however, is kind of odd. He tends to stand on stage while his parrot roams around. The mechanics believe there was an error in his program that causes him to want to follow his parrot, but his reaction time seems off, so when his parrot reaches your office, he takes a shortcut to reach him faster, which would be through a vent behind his cove, which leads to a vent that is, directly above your head. But don't worry, there is a door to seal him off, but make sure not to close it too soon, otherwise he will drop down and use his weight to bust through the vent. Yeah, doesn't sound too pleasant. Anyway, I gotta go. I'll call you back tomorrow. Good night!
1997. Summer. Robert's restaurant became a huge hit in our small little town. Everyone loved it. It was so packed that Robert couldn't keep up with all the customers on his own. He didn't expect it to be so popular. So he asked me if I wanted to pitch in and help out. Ugh. Honestly, I didn't. But in the end, somehow convinced me and made me co-owner. Of course, once again, I was stuck in the shadow of my brother. Stuck at the lower end while he got all the praise and glory. I can't stand him getting all the attention. But since I'm a co-owner of his business, perhaps I could kill it from the inside. Maybe being co-owner won't be so bad after all.
I got some more bad news. First, I've gotten another report from the mechanics saying the animatronics are at the point where they can't seem to figure out what's wrong with them. Yeah, they have noticed that they seem to be twitching and acting strange. We'll look more into what's been going on. Also, I don't want to cause any alarm, but 2 more children went missing again. I'm getting really worried about the safety of this place. The police interviewed some witnesses and said they saw like a tall, thin figure of a man with a white button-up shirt, long brown hair, and a red bow tie roaming the building with children, but they couldn't find anyone inside that matched the description. Hope they find this guy. By the way, I want you to keep an eye on the 3 little boxes in the prize corner. They're in the same room where the puppet is, so I guess it won't be a big problem. It's just that these little bears could come out at any time and roam the building and make their way into the small vent in the party room. Dude, I've seen them crawl inside it one time. I'm not kidding when I said they're pretty fast. That's all I have to say. I won't be there tomorrow night, by the way. I'm going to try to look through all the security feed we have to see if I can find anything to help the police, but don't worry. George will cover for me tomorrow. He creeps me out, but they don't have anyone else to cover for me. But don't worry, I'm sure he'll do an A-okay job. Well, gotta go. Night!
sorry about that scare, man, but you should have seen her face. It was hilarious.
Hi there, miss. Do you want a balloon?
The year is 1998. Spring. Robert is planning on throwing a birthday for his 6-year-old son in a couple of days. Both him and his wife are going to be there. He said he built 2 new animatronics as a surprise for his sweet little son. I haven't seen much of it myself, but they both look like dogs. Maybe this would be the perfect opportunity to get back at my brother for leaving me in the dark for taking all the glory. Maybe it's time I take something from him.
Are you ready for some fun?